think the children could cope with being homeless again?
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
To threaten us. To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
She'll be all right. She's a brave girl. We'll get through this.
She's not brave. There is so much wrong with that woman. Just a little more.
I'll feel that one later.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
Aldarians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us!
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen. We keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldarians. Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldarian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners. You and I have nothing.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Aldarians!
Please.
Ah. Another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldarians. Oh. My apologies. Now I hear you speak, I, of course, realise you're a local. Another bleeding heart. Pick.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we young ladies.
God, go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got...
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form of doing so, after all.
Taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
I'm sure the men will do
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands and unassociable sort.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need laborers to shore up the walls for you.
The dog seems wary, sniffing you intently. The dog sniffs your hand and seems more at ease.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh yes, as long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
What in the hell was that? Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hell's...
Worm's Crossing. This is it. I'm almost home. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Take the wood from the cartoon. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages, a lot of them.
Back off! I found these apples for...
We got here first, friend. You're welcome.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere.
That's curious.
Another defeat in one starving folk tend not to.
If they just line up and take their shares, we've had plenty for everyone.
If one get us fed and watered.
Look at that! Finest pie that fruit could have made. Now it's mush.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had at Waterdeep?
We should have an exile's feast to commemorate those we lost. Supplies are short.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law.
All law and no sister.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
Actually got here safely. Towed along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
So many more could have survived if we...
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that. I'm really worried about Umi.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
We made it through hell, twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
You made it here.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
We've lost so many since Elturel.
We should have an exile.
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Could a bloke not get any bleeding privacy around here? Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Drink to their memory.
Hail, friend. Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? Is that so? Enigmatic soul, aren't you? A word of advice, then. You might not get as warm a welcome as in days gone by. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldarians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. The Flaming Fist isn't what it used to be. It's grown weak, corruptible, soft. It's down to honest citizens like me to stand up for what's right, uniform or no. That lot round the front, they've got it coming to them. Too bloody right. They've gone soft behind those walls, forgotten what it's like to struggle, living hand to mouth. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, Remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say? Mindless slaughter is the only...
Look at it. Come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. And you carry his stone. Have you lost your nerve, my blood-starved sibling? Oh, did I mangle your skull too terribly? I could end it now, but I'll be patient.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Touch and go.
What? I'm bushed. If I could change that.
And to the rest of you.
A couple turns should do it.
You've been spotted fiddling with that lock.
We've got to get Grunchen at the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city. Wounded it.
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads.
Just a little thing, Scotty.
This was a wonderful idea. Just what we needed.
I thought you might want to get your mind off things. I know I do.
True.
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.
Can I help you?
Shut it. Scavenge whatever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it.
They spread like locusts.
I know tears will not bring our children back.
So we should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
It is
Rechtei hathran rust. Frey vald iskdurovna. Frey vald iskablast.
You recognize the funeral rites of the Gur people, the same monster hunters you met in the Hag Swamp. Their leader is burning the possessions of those who have fallen.
Im orak nete krasin
Netra! So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has, perhaps, earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them. If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done. So few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never...
They need to be wiped out. Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
What's that?
This front page
front-page material.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryad's Gin and Dribbles the Clown. Back with a new act.
Stonehenge is dead. This does not bode well.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Don't. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Conwick. That's a real shame. Fine courier he was. Stumped how I'll replace him. Most want to get into the city these days, not leave it. We've had to cut our courier services completely. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I send what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you.
This front-page material.
You were seen stealing. Resolving this peacefully, well, you've won leniency, but...
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Marcia?
When you prove yourself not to be.
I see. Maybe next 10 days then.
I've no need of a wing man. Commander Lightfeather will give you your briefing. Name and rank? Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Chionfa. State your purpose, ground walker. I don't have all day. Damned awful business. Fine fires, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. They're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
to be kidding me.
Front page material.
You've been caught in the act. So much for the perf. Your refusal has only made things worse.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
That'll make a great headline.
We don't need your kind.
Not for communal use. You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You've convinced them.
Outraged. Front page material. That'll make a great headline.
The Duke. Raven Guard.
Just keep your hands to yourself.
Fascinating.
We have the Duke's sponsor. For the good of the
I should send you back to the fish pits, oyster boy.
I'm still learning. There's so...
Hi.
Scratch? I thought he was dead.
But you should keep him.
Dringo, get back to work. And you, what do you want? This is a private yard. They're not for sale. These are courier dogs, trained to follow orders. They're worth more than their weight in gold. It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes... When's the last time you changed the shore? Fill the water troughs.
A few days ago.
Every day.
Trust no one.
Please, my son.
That was my next job. I was just breaking the...
Not for communal use. It's violence is drawing. Not everyone subscribed.
Woof! Ah, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love...
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work.
And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. I'm not surprised. Gonwick always indulged him. And he's got a spark in his eye I don't like. Looks lively. Take the useless mutt if you're so inclined. I'll have nothing more to do with him.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Our readers will be outraged. Aren't you? I knew there was a story here. And there you are, the hero of the hour, walking right up to me. The name's Lens, reporter with the Boulders Mouth Gazette. Care to do a quick interview? Let me stop you there. Willie, how about I ask you a few questions and you just tell me. So, you've arrived at Baldur's Gate. What's brought you here at a time like this? How wonderful. No doubt your reunion will be filled. My sources tell me you recently vanquished the fearsome General Ketheric Thorm. How did you manage that? I'm a journalist. Unfortunately, the version I heard was light on the details. So what did you do to Ketheric? So you were forced to kill him. Unfortunately, absolutists rarely seem interested in compromise. The cult's threat is far from extinguished. What's your plan of attack? Perhaps it could inspire some like-minded... You must have some strategy in mind. Don't worry.
Still rolling in a mud. You think I can't sniff the secrets hidden in your Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord Stone. Do not let him hiss hot air. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves.
She's playing with us. But what the hell's is her game?
Refugees.
Heartless bastards. If they just listen.
Take it somewhere else.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Or do you have the means to support yourself?
30.1.5 of the Council's decree on your name.
Well met, Citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost, I don't know, buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its step. It has heard the howls of... It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge. And it knows the cold walls of Moon. The Watcher speaks directly into...
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed. Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and glorious pleasant folks. I'm looking for heads. Who wants the bounty?
Confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his one.
Why does Rise Crossing have so few lodgings?
No one back home will ever believe this.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of space.
Mate, it's your birthday. Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Shiraz's caress is a...
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
I'd recommend 2 doses.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry...
To feel her fingers the neighbours are talking out their asses. Besides, our pantry. Another quake. What's going on?
I found it's the elder brain. There's something happening to it.
Come on, open up.
Keep your hands to yourself.
What do you reckon, pal?
You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? I don't know. You're a pretty big bastard. I reckon you could chuck one further than most. But I catch your drift. It's alright, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
Teresa's caress isn't just about
Teresa's
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister.
We have enough for the Master.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done, and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass, it will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll wield power no vampire has ever possessed. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
You can't believe that. You can't be that stupid.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. Our blood and tears. And he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate, written in your very flesh.
You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. Yes, but only because of the parasite. This would be true freedom. Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun. No tapple required. And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador, once and for all. It doesn't feel like a lie. It feels like exactly the kind of power Cazador would chase. I have to know. I have to face him. I knew it. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. All right, let's go. Gosh, you're beautiful. Can we? I suppose we can. I don't know. But then...
I won't let anything... I don't mind.
Your restless caress isn't just
Presents watchful eyes upon.
There's a house. We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that dead. Hey, good looking. What I do?
Keep a blade close. Neither seen nor heard.
We'd be better off.
Time for discretion.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Everyone is your restless caress.
Exhausted.
Let's get on with it.
What to do?
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Don't touch me.
Great! We can bunk a ton of a people, and none of them have sticky fingers. Better off sleeping in the gutter than that tenement.
Should be easy.
You've been spotted fiddling with that.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which is real ruin.
Your actions have not gone.
Pressure isn't just physical, it's the state of mind.
Right. Hear me out.
Doesn't make any sense.
Caress is caress.
It will when you've had the drought.
Oh, Father, give me
In a
strength.
waffle.
It's got...
What's cooking? Confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his nose.
What were you thinking?
Let's crack it open.
That key was from the shifters. How deep does this go?
There.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body. The blood you noticed earlier still remains.
Hear me out. Caress is caress.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Theon Goldgrind. Murdered by my son.
Oh man, that's awful.
Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Killed folk slowly. He liked it.
the spell's power waned.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of...
Probably break his nose. Good boy.
Tunnels beneath the Open Hand Temple. Why is Father Lorgan written here? Might as well take a look. What are you hiding?
What a day. Hardly a challenge.
Prefer a cat.
You must want for something, need something.
Everyone does. But what I need, you do not have.
You underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword. You must hear me, devil.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free...
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago. and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? It would tear you apart. How short-sighted. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
What?
Right here. You'll find the moment I have your signature. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated. And I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe. Until then, your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my House of Hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed.
I've got a long road ahead.
In here I thought you had half a brain. How you signed a deal with Raphael? What were you thinking? 'Cause why would the devil ever lie to you? What if you change your mind about giving him the crown? What if you decide that giving Raphael dominion over the Hells is a bad idea? And anyway, do you really expect him to keep his word? You think he'll stay far away from you forevermore, or will he come knocking again and again and again? As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that. We're getting that contract back. You heard him, right? It's in his God's awful House of Hope. We need to find a way in. I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just this once. We need to find a Diabolist. If we can find one worth their salt, they should be able to get us into that devil's lair. I'm getting in, getting your contract, and then I'm never setting foot in the Hells again.
I don't care what he's offering. I wouldn't have been so quick to sign with the devil. Then again, it's not my name on the page, so what should I care?
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? I thought I knew who I was. But I was wrong. I do not belong to Shah. And I do not want to be adorned like one of her puppets any longer. The hair is just a gesture, true. But everything has a first step. An unexpected benefit of my training. Any novice knows how to source the right herbs and mixtures to alter one's hair. Typically reserved for disguises and subterfuge rather than self-discovery. But I don't live by Shah's rules any longer. Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. Then that's where we need to go. Wits and blades, always sharp.
Where am I? What's going on?
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Keep your distance, darling.
I can do better. I must.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. And I knew. It's concerning that something could come between us. Do you have any idea what it was? A blatant lie. You're trying. Someone must have intervened.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind.
Raphael, of course. The stench of impending chaos is... And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? You did good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. I doubt this will be the last. I trust that you will continue. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get...
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Sharess's caress is a professional.
Bet I can crack that open.
Sharess's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure. HRS's caress is a...
Nymph's Grotto.
Therese's caress is... Don't trust.
You don't have to think about it, please.
I want to. Just have such a... Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this person?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
All right, Karlak, it's go time. Ready for this?
Time to push my luck again.
What's the plan? On my way.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. Is it not in the Illithid's barbarity that we find its splendor? Your eyes are no less monstrous, I assure you. A lesser woman might be frightened, but I am no lesser woman.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are sane. Time dances on in sequence. The winding path of time evens and becomes straight. With a quiet head, you can once again hear the song of the birds and the wind in the grass. You pluck a flower, and it does not bleed.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Gods, you're beautiful.
So, a deal's been struck with Raphael, at least. He certainly drew out his sales pitch for long enough.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Charesse's caress is a...
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
So you lied to me. In spite of all our...
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate...
But perhaps there are other wrapped. Close your eyes.
You see only dark.
The all. You have one word. Tell me, you are with a
Your
open, and you'll remember.
How long do the effects last?
It depends. The librarian does this thing with a red veil on it.
It's a crumple version of High House of Wonders.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Do you take me for a fool? Did you make the bargain?
So you lied to me.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will... Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
Sorry.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. Raphael's latest client. Savior of the city, he says. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. You've made his century, you know. You're going to save us, Baldur's Gate, everyone, he says. The boss is always right, even though he's so very wrong. When I'm not keeping my eye on potential clients like you, I make sure the House of Hope is fully secure. As a noose. Doesn't stop people from testing it, though. Devils often have prettier hordes than dragons. Sneaking thieves into their vaults is a lucrative business.
doesn't usually end well for the thieves. But sometimes the thieves are rich, smart, or well-connected enough to come back in one piece. Take our esteemed Lord Gortash, for example.
She's enjoying your company, and the liquor has loosened her tongue, but she's anxious about the direction the conversation's taking.
Yeah, a diabolist with a loose sense of duty and a hunger to be richer than Mammon. I almost wish he'd asked me. I'd have told him to stick his gauntlet where the sun don't shine and wiped that smug little grin off his face. Conversation's over. I've got to sober up and get back to work. We'll celebrate together in the House of Hope.
One chicken win.
Rocks for brains! What were you thinking?
Let's go to Carlsbad's. She has the most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a show.
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
My good man. Every substance has been tried and tested by yours truly.
What does it feel like?
You're not wearing.
In a word, sir,
To meet my mother and father.
exquisite. Almost painfully so.
Everyone is Sharess is a professional.
Look, Shares's caress isn't just
I know you have.
wetting your
I
whistle.
don't mind it. Honestly. The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist. Right, hear me out.
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation. Why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double.
This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get...
So, a deal's been struck with...
Huh? You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Chuck your questions at Wulbrun. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's what.
Need
happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. There's something underneath, but when I ask the stone why it shakes...
It's you. I might have time for a catch-up later. Walbrin will want to see you. I shouldn't say anything to you until you've...
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. Perhaps. All the more reason to get rid of them. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. I knew you were the practical sort. That's why we get along. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in...
Copper for your thoughts.
Now you've spoken to the big man. Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
Everyone, quiet. More shaking. The stone here shouldn't be so loud.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets? That bomb will save a lot more people, trust me.
Locked. But there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Tempers are rising.
Almost pleasant traveling with company.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach the refugees a lesson, right?
Soon the bastards land over us. They'll come for our animals. Never traveled
If you're a customer, go down to the shop. Otherwise, clear off. Been poking around downstairs, have you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Those gnomes are victims. They've spent years in exile, no forge to call their own, all because of some ancient bloody grudge. The Gondians think they're the only ones fit to swing a hammer round here. They're wrong. One day they'll learn that the hard way. Until that happens, I'll give those iron hands a roof over their heads. Nothing wrong with it. Now clear off. Please, keep bothering me. I've no work to get... Well, given this is in fact a blacksmith, the shopkeeper can tell you more. Give the lazy son...
Ring is the last thing you have of her. She brought me the salad if it helps me feed a friend.
What's the rush,
Ain't letting another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop?
Not a chance.
What's the harm in one night? Think of it. Actual death. What about pillows?
It would be most pleasing to sleep indoors.
Really?
All the way there and do the same. No refugees.
Robbers are usually decent enough. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
You can't get in trouble for
We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the ginny, Why is that in trouble? No joking. This is great. Think of all the work we can get here. Do you think